So here, let me start the session. Hope this is not disturbing you. I thought let me add some more voice to my voice, right? So here, I'm sharing my uh, link of live. So please join me immediately. I want to change the thumbnail, but I'll be changing later as there is no time. Okay, so don't worry about my thumbnail there. Now we are going to discuss about physical education and sports for CWSS, children with special needs. Uh, Children with special need organizations promoting disability sports, Special Olympics, Paralympics, and Deaf Olympics. Okay, under this, we will understand the concepts of disabilities and disorders, and we will be going through concepts of classification and division in sports, concepts of inclusion in sports, its need and implementation, advantages of physical activities for children with special needs, strategies to make physical activity accessible for children with special needs. So your questions will be mostly based on this. They'll be asking uh, advantages of physical education for children with special needs. So, what advantage once when we start giving physical education session for Divyaang children, what advantage do they get? So, this is what we are going to uh, discuss. Um, I just want you people to prepare on this. It's very easy when we involve them or when we include them with normal children. Um, they feel normal and they start learning along with the children. They imitate them and their learning process are quite good when they are with the normal children. So research says they get motivated, they learn a lot, they learn to cope, and their self esteem also increases with time. So, hope some more people join. I am just waiting for you. So, instead of going in depth, I will discuss some of the question answers which are already with us on the same syllabus. Okay, so you can just write it, those important points for those questions. Okay, so it's for topic CWSN. Just a minute. So, physical activities for children with special needs. Physical activity, according to the Department of Health and Human Services, physical activity generally refers to movement that enhances health. It means the movement of the body that uses energy walking, running, dancing, swimming, yoga, gardening, etc. For health benefits, physical activity should be moderate or vigorous intensity. So you must always start with some introduction when we are talking even about children with special need. So right in the starting itself, what is physical activity? With physical activity, the movements of the body, it means the movement of the body that uses energy, walking, running, dancing, swimming and all. And physical activity should be moderate or vigorous. So this part you will have to always introduce. Exercise is a type of physical activity that is planned and structured. Lifting weights, taking an aerobic class, playing on a sports team are examples of exercises. Now, this advantage, what advantage do the children with special need get? It strengthens the heart muscle, improving cardiovascular efficiency, lung efficiency, and exercise endurance. This helps in controlling repetitive behavior among disabled children. So, if a child is disabled, when a physical activity is given, it strengthens the heart muscle, improves cardiovascular efficiency, lung, lung efficiency, and exercise endurance. So, this is first point advantage of physical activity. And besides improving fitness, physical activity develops social relationship with other children, teammates, and teachers. So it improves the fitness. Uh, Beside that, it also develops social relationships. This brings positive change in the social behavior of these children, and that it helps to improve energy level in the body. Regular physical activity often makes children more energetic and allows them to become active. Physical activity reduces stress level. It helps to control weight. The children with disabilities are not physically active, so they gain weight. But when physical activities are introduced to them, uh, like actually when they are disabled, they are not physically active or may have deficit of calories, which takes fat away and lowers weight. And regular exercises helps in regulating the weight. So we regulate the weight with physical exercises. When physical activity helps in improving muscles, strength, coordination, flexibility among disabled children. Okay, and also improves motor skills, brings better balance, body awareness, which is lacking in these children. Physical exercise finds an outlet to channelize the physical energy, which helps these children to cope with stress, anxiety, and depression. Physical activity enhances the metabolism, cognitive improvement in children with special needs, allowing them to acquire new skills, learn new things, and focus on specific goals. So, physical activities are beneficial for these children, and thus these activities need to be given to the CWSN children. And physical activity decreases anxiety, reduces depression, improves mood and outlook in children. In addition, their quality of sleep is also improved. So this is the answer for physical activity for children with special needs. Okay, you can write these points. Near about 12 points are there. Even if you write 5 points, it will give you good mark, right? But try to write maximum points. Strategies to make physical activities accessible for children with special needs. The various strategies are being used uh, or ways by which physical activity can be made accessible for children with special needs are as follows. Sensory integration. The first two things we always notice about physical education classes are the loud music and fluorescent lights in the gym. So loud music and fluorescent lights in the gyms. These are major barrier to students with some type of neurological differences. Many students are also sensitive to light like bright sunlight outdoors, the sound of squeaking sneakers on the gym floor. The music problem is easy to solve, lower the volume or turn it off. Soundproof headphones may also be used indoors and sunglasses can be used outdoors. So these children can use sunglasses when they are there in the ground. Schools may find other indoor lighting options that are most cost effective, taking advantage of green energy incentives for LED light bulbs or simply shutting off some light and relying more on natural light. Positive behavior first is sensory integration. Like you need to bring sensory integration, and then you should give good atmosphere for the child to learn. So lightings we should check and sound. Some children don't like sound, so you need to put off that sound and keep them in a place which is more positively making them play, participate in the activity. And then positive behavior is always a concern in physical education classes where there's a plenty of movement and incidents can happen in rapid succession. Positive behavior interventions or support is a systematic proven method to prevent negative behavior and increase healthy interactions. So positive behavior is encouraged uh, to these CWSL children. Behavioral expressions are explained from the beginning with support such as pictures regular when the class material is taught through positive interactions. So talk to the children positively, talk to them with lots of support and love and make them understand that this is for them and we care for them and they need to have a positive behavior. Okay. And then team building. Physical education is a perfect opportunity for team building exercises. Instead of competitive games, the class can focus on creative games that only succeeds when a whole team works together. So some game to be taught to them with saying them how they can build the teams. Once the child gets socialized, the child improves his ability to participate in the. So he needs more of friends. So socialize these children and ask them to play with a team and build a team for themselves, and which will increase their social behavior. Accessibility. Hard surfaces such as concrete and asphalt may be dangerous for individuals with dyspraxia, and software such as sand or wood chips make it difficult uh, to the children who are in the wheelchair. Gym surfaces and outdoor mats can be used to make physical activity more accessible for the children with special needs. So they need to have some soft areas where they can access the playground easily. Another way is to level the playing field by having the whole class play a game such as sitting volleyball or scooter soccer. So the whole children should be involved in such games so that the children with CWSS also participate along with everyone so that they have a safe accessibility of the surface. Then inclusive classrooms. It means development of education laws in such a way that children with special needs get education within the normal classrooms. They need to have classrooms with normal children, with other children so that they are well accepted in the society. So I still remember one of my neighbor nearby my house. They were both one had a partial blind, one was partially blind and one was fully blind, and they actually learned some good skills, and they were working in a government firm, and they had very beautiful children also, and they were well accepted by the society, and all the help were done to them. So when they are accepted in the society, they will be the most achievable people. So inclusive classroom is important, Assistive technology. It refers to creating devices, tools, or equipments that help children with special needs to participate in learning activity like bigger balls, balls with bells, balls attached to strings to bring it back to the students. So technology oriented. Then adapting physical education, depending on students' disability, a separate adaptive class or modification within a game, changing the rules of the game or sports to some extent can help the student in a big way. This is adaptive physical education. It should be like adaptive to the child. Modification can be done to the game. So see, you just put these topics and write under that. So where you have for the 5 marks, you have the answers with you. Creating specific environment, students with special need can be provided with specific play area. I said earlier also, and same thing here again we are saying creating specific environment, lightings and all that can be controlled. Focus on creative games instead of competitive games. The strategy is to develop creative games. Okay. Then accommodation and modification. The individual need of the children with special needs are different. It is essential for the teacher to modify the teaching strategy in order to accommodate the children with their disabilities. Therefore, constant modification and accommodation is required. So, constant modification we need to bring to the class which they are attending. CWSN, that is the children with special need to be given atmosphere and modification and accommodation should be perfect for them. Professional courses, developing more professional courses and teacher certification program for teaching physical education to children with special needs is essential to popularize the adaptive physical education program. So even teachers needs some training related to this. So hope those children are benefited by all these uh, activities and by the strategies we follow. Okay, and the objective type of questions mostly will be we need to know physical activity increases sleep power or appetite, laziness or intellect. So the answer is appetite. Okay. Physical activity increases appetite in children. So that is the right answer. It helps to control weight. The children with disabilities are not physically active or may have deficit of calories, which takes fat away and lowers weight. And regular exercises help in regulating weight. Now, the second objective question is physical education is the perfect opportunity for which exercise? Whether it is isotonic or isometric or isokinetic or team building. So what is the answer? Uh, Physical education is an opportunity for which one? So mostly we say team building. Okay. So next one is dash expressions are explained from the beginning with support such as picture scheduler. So with this picture scheduler, what is the answer? Accessibility, behavior, team building, or all of these behavior expressions are explained from the beginning with support such as picture scheduler. Then the class material is taught through positive interaction. So picture scheduler is the answer for this objective one. Now the questions based on the reason. In the following question, a statement of assertion is followed by a statement of reason. Which one is right? Both assertions A and reason A are true and reason R is the correct explanation of assertion. So let us see. Explanation here is okay. Behavioral expression explained from the beginning. Okay, now you will have to The question is, physical education is the perfect opportunity for team building exercise. This is assertion. And reason is, instead of competitive games, the class can focus on creative games that only succeed when a whole team works together. So which option is right? So you will have to see the assertion. Which assertion is okay? Whether assertion A and R are true or not true. That is how you will give the answers. So hope you understand this. This one will be like this. Okay, you will have to choose which assertion is right. So assertion physical education is the perfect opportunity for team building exercise is given. Okay. And then reason is given that instead of competitive games, the class can focus on creative games that only succeed when a whole team works together. So A is both assertions A and reason are true. Okay, but here B is only right. As per B, both assertions A and reasons are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion A. Okay, reason given in that is not right. So this is how objective questions will be given. They will explain that particular thing. A, they will give one what you have studied, and B, they will give the result. Reason. You will have to say whether both are right. For example, they said physical, for example, another one, behavior is always a concern in physical education classes where there's plenty of movement and incidents can happen in rapid succession. Then reason is negative behavior interventions support is a systematic proven method to prevent positive behavior and increase healthy interaction. Here, C is right, assertion A is true, but reason is R is false. Because negative behavior here we are not talking at all. First one is right, but second one is wrong. The reason is not said properly. So this is how positive questions are being asked. Now the long, I will discuss few of the short answers in the questions. Okay. Explain how adaptive physical education can help children with special needs. The answer is, depending on students' disability, separate adaptive class or modification within a game, changing the rules of the game or sports to some extent can help the student or children with special needs. Okay. And the second question is, write any two advantage of physical activity for children with special needs. You can write it strengthens the heart muscle. You can write it regulates blood pressure, cholesterol level, and diabetes. Then third question, these are all just 1 mark. So you can write as per 1 mark. How team building spirit can be developed through physical education. Physical education is the perfect opportunity for team building exercises. Instead of competitive games, the class can focus on creative games that only succeed when a whole team works together. Okay. What is the concept of inclusive education? When that question is asked, you will have to write, it means development of education laws in such a way that children with special needs get education within the normal classrooms along with other children so that they are well accepted in society. So the inclusive classroom means being with normal children and participating in the event. Okay. Now short answers, which is 2 marks. The question can be, define physical activity. You can write according to the Department of Health and Human Services USA. Physical activity generally refers to movement that enhances health. It generally refers to movement that enhances health. It means the movement of the body that uses energy, walking, running, dancing, swimming, yoga, gardening, and few examples of physical activity for health benefit. Now, the second question is, you can also add physical activity should be more moderate or vigorous with intensity. Okay. What role is played by positive behavior for making physical activities accessible for children with special needs? Behavior is always concerned in physical education classes where there is a plenty of movement and incidents can happen in rapid succession. Positive behavior interventions or support is a systematically proven method to prevent negative behavior and increase healthy interaction. So, see, it's an easy answer. You will have to write positive behavior, removes negative behavior, and there is like increases healthy interaction. Okay. So with positive behavior, we are removing of negative behavior, and there is a healthy interaction among the children. Behavior expressions are explained from the beginning with support such as picture scheduler. Picture scheduler is used to tell the children that this is a right behavior. Then the class material is taught through positive interactions. Now, 3 marks question you can get plan a strategy for making plan physical activity accessible for children with special needs. Already I told you so many points. So, this question can be in this way also. Give any 3 strategy to make physical activity accessible for children with special needs. So you will have to write a medical checkup, interests of children to be considered. You must consider the child's interest and then modify the equipment to be used if the child is blind, what equipment to be given, if the child is unable to walk, what equipment to be given. So modify the equipments and then provide specific environment. If it's loud, switch off the volume, take the child to the soft area, don't make the child play in the cemented area. So specific environment to be given. Then variety of instructions. You will have to give a lot of instructions to them. We should say go straight. If you go to the left, you will get hurt. If you go to the right, there is a big wall, and all that instructions should be given to the CWSN children. Those who need special need children who need lot of attention. So they should get variety of instructions and modify the rules for them. The rules need not be like ours. You can modify the rules as per their ability. Previous knowledge to be considered. The child when plays the game, previously what was taught, based on that, this new lesson should be taught to them. Okay. So long answers, questions will be mostly how physical activities are helpful for children, and then with special need. You can write improvement in muscle strength, and then exercise endurance, cardiovascular efficiency, then experience better balance, motor skills, then will show improvement in behavior, will have positive changes, gets experience a sense of accomplishment, and then experience increases in attention span, and will increase appetite and quality of sleep, will find an outlet for their physical energy, and then you will have to write strategy under that. Because it is 5 marks, you need to fill the pages with points. Okay. So strategies I said earlier also sensory integration, like as per the place, the gym should be used, which is accessible for them. Sensory integration, they should feel, they should try to touch the things and feel that this is perfect for them. Auditory, like the lights which falls on their face, the sound which comes to them, all that should be integrated. The child should be given as per his ability or his atmosphere. Sensory integration, then behavior that should be positive, team building should be considered, and then accessibility, hard surface and whatever it is. Okay. So earlier also I discussed the same point, and you can just study on this, right? And some of the competency based questions may be like school management needs to recognize the essential place of physical activity in the education of children with special needs in order to develop lifelong habits. So if this question is given, you will have to take out answer from that and write. Which of these is not one of the results of physical activity in children with special needs? You will have to write the right answer. Okay. So these are all practice questions are there with us. Hope you will be doing well with the points which I have given you. Now let me come to the nutrition, sports and nutrition. I am giving you important questions. Just write the points so that for the exams you can use these answers. For nutrition, you need to know what is nutrition. Nutrition is defined as the science of food and its relationship to health. In other words, it can be said that nutrition is the science of food which deals with dynamic process in which the consumed food is digested. It should contain all the minerals, vitamins, carbohydrates, and then vitamins should be, you all know what is balanced diet, right? So nutrition, which has, which is related to the health, and the food which deals with dynamic process. Once consumed, it should be digested. Okay. Nutrients such as essential substances present in the food are carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. What is diet? Contains variety of foodstuff. This helps in protecting us from diseases and in the repair of worn out tissues and gives energy. This is diet. So diet is planned as per the person's capability. So what is balanced diet? A diet that contains adequate amount of carbohydrate, protein, fats, minerals, salts, vitamins, roughage, and water required for growth. So these are all balanced diet. Okay, various components of balanced diets are cereals and millets. These include wheat, rice, jowar, bajra, ragi, etc. These are the sources of carbohydrate, protein, vitamin B complex, iron, and calcium. So once again, I repeat, it's cereals and millets. These include wheat, rice, jowar, bajra, ragi. These are the sources of carbohydrate, protein, vitamin B complex, iron, and calcium. Pulses, these include red gram, Bengal gram, lentils, green gram, that is lobia, chana, lentils, green gram, moong dal, etc. These are sources of proteins, carbohydrates, vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and iron. So pulses have proteins, carbohydrates, vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and iron. Milk and milk products, these include milk, curd, cheese, paneer, poha, etc. These are the sources of proteins, carbohydrates, fats, calcium, and vitamin B2. Meat and meat products, these include meat, fish, chicken, egg, and products made from, sorry, these sources are of protein, vitamin B complex, and calcium. Nuts and oil seeds. These include groundnuts, almonds, cashew nuts, tea seeds, pista. These are sources of protein, vitamin B complex, and calcium. Green leafy vegetables. These include mustard, fenugreek, spinach. There are good sources of vitamin A, B complex, vitamin C, iron, and fiber. Root vegetables, these include potato, cococaccia, sweet potato, yam, etc. These are rich sources of carbohydrate. Other vegetables, all other vegetables like brinjal, ladyfinger, beans, cauliflower, etc. provides fibers, vitamins, some amount of minerals. Fruits are sources of different nutrients, so a combination of different fruits must form part of the balanced diet so as to cover all essential nutrients. Okay, roughage. The fibers present in the food helps to eliminate waste from the body. So roughage. Cabbage is very good for that, I feel so. So, and what is macro and micronutrients? Mostly this question comes. So you must know about what is macro and micronutrients. Um, Function and food sources. Nutrients can be broadly classified as per their daily requirements. Macronutrients include carbohydrate, protein, fats, water. These are required in large number and works as an energy provider. Macronutrients works as an energy provider. Micronutrients, these include vitamins and minerals. These are essential to maintain develop immunity in the human body. Micronutrients, these include vitamins, minerals. These are required in small amount but are very essential to maintain and develop immunity. So micronutrients include okay, now first one is carbohydrate. Okay, and carbohydrate is what is kind of carbohydrate? Carbohydrate gives energy to work. Sugar and starch are carbohydrates. Potato, rice, bread, banana, and grapes are rich sources of carbohydrate. These are called energy-giving foods. Simple and complex are two types of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are further divided into monosaccharides, disaccharides, polysaccharides. Monosaccharides, these refer to simple sugar like glucose, fructose, and galactose. Disaccharides, these refer to sugar units which are formed when two monosaccharides combine together. These generally consist of maltose, lactose, and sucrose. Then polysaccharides, these refers to carbohydrate units which are formed when more than two units of monosaccharides combine together. These generally consist of starch, fiber, and cellulose. Okay. Now proteins. Proteins are nutrients that helps to build the body and make new cells. They help us in the repair of worn out tissues. They are essentially important for growing children. They are called bodybuilding food. Milk, egg, cheese, pulses, meat, and fish are rich in protein. Now fats and further all this has some more points. I want you all to go through this, and tomorrow I'll continue the same lesson with good pictures. Okay? So, till here, kindly read it out, and you may have a match the following uh, questions also. You may have some good objective questions. They may ask which of the following is a micronutrient, carbohydrate, water, fat, vitamin, and they may ask which of the following is macro mineral, iodine, iron, copper, calcium, and the answer is calcium for this. So such questions like DAS are actually the organic compounds that are important for different digestive operation in our bodies. Carbohydrate, vitamin, mineral, protein. The answer is carbohydrate. So like this, many questions will be asked tomorrow. Please join for these objective questions and 3 mark, 4 mark questions I will be discussing, and I will also give the answers along with this. So thank you for joining with me. Today we have almost covered the 2 units and go through this, prepare well, take your book also and then read it carefully. Thank you all of you.